This is Jeff Schmidt Snyder with my boy Lucas Jenko Shaw. We're throwing a dual review of 22 Jump Street at ya.
22 Jump Street is not only one of the two best comedies of the summer along with Neighbors, it's one of the two best movies of the summer. It's been a summer largely devoid of quality. A lot of movies that are making some money but not delighting audiences. 22 Jump Street is an exception. Anyone who's been in a screening of this movie has loved it. It's expected to be a big hit this weekend, one that will even rival How to Train Your Dragon 2 at the box office. And that means that directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller have delivered for the 4th time in a row. They made Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, they made the first 21 Jump Street, they made the Lego Movie earlier this year, and now 22 Jump Street.
These guys bring their unique brand of comedy to 22 Jump Street, and they seem to delight in deconstructing the sequel and the phenomenon of more around it. I mean, this movie is self-referential to the point of absurdity. It takes shots at Channing Tatum's own Sony flop White House Down. It riffs on Ice Cube's name. The fact that the movie even opens with a previously on 21 Jump Street montage to sort of catch people up, remind them of how funny the first film is, was just brilliant. It was so tongue-in-cheek and hilarious.
Self-mockery and self-references only last for about 20 minutes. Then they just settle into what worked for them before, and that's what should really please everybody who liked the first one, because it has that same formula, but they set it up in a way that you feel like you're seeing something a little bit fresh. And what's even better than the first one is the supporting cast, led by my man Peter Stormare.
He's your man? Interesting.
He's my man.
I thought it was the Lucas brothers who added something a little bit different to the sequel, along with Jillian Bell, who's probably stole the whole movie. Nick Offerman was great, returning as Deputy Hardy, and Wyatt Russell was just the perfect actor to have a bromance with Channing Tatum. And by the way, I think that is why this movie and why Neighbors worked. You know, it had heart. You know, there's a fairly touching homoerotic undertone to this entire sequel. It's structured like a romantic comedy between Schmidt and Jenko, you know, with Wyatt Russell Zook playing the other.
And even though this is a bro-y movie like Neighbors, it reverses some gender stereotypes. There's a girl that Jonah Hill has a fling with in the movie, and at the outset of that, she's the one who just wants to hit it and quit it and like move on the next day. Jonah Hill is the one who's emotionally invested in this and wants to take her on another date. And you want to see that. And it's something that will make women laugh as much as guys, because it's not just them seeing the same tired characters that they've seen for several years.
Exactly. So in honor of my boy Jonah Hill, we're going to do a little beat poetry to end this review. So, without further ado, Jump Street, retreat, edge of seat, on your feet, applause. Chan the man with the Wi-Fi ban, Schmidt busts a nut, then busts a gut, sun's out, guns out, 60 mil, make a kill, ing. Until 21 Jump Street, this is Jenko and Schmidt thanking you for reading The Wrap. If you don't like this video, you have the right to remain silent.